Hi, this is Eric at Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and this is Florida Natural Farming. And we grow rare tropical fruit trees naturally. We rely on what the rain provides for water, and we use compost and miniature zebu manure and processed bedding from the barn for fertility. Anyway, I'm just going to do a quick video on some Achachairu and some Garcinias because it seems like we have so much fruit. It's just, whoa, of the mangoes. So much fruit. I was looking at some of the stuff that I haven't got any fruit on. Some of the trees that I haven't got any fruit on while I was down here looking at this Super Julie tree. It's still not even ready. This Inga cinnamoniae. And this Annona reticulata, the custard apple. It's a Namdak Mai and a Florigon mango over there. It's an orange crush jackfruit. That's a black sapote. This is a black sapote. This is a seedling mango that somebody else started for me and it just never does good. I think they use Miracle Grow in their, or fertilizers. We don't use fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, so that's like a pile of what we apply daily year round. The mangoes were like, I haven't really started harvesting the mangoes for food yet. A little bit, doesn't seem like it though. So we have a lot of mangoes. They're $8 a pound. I was looking to see if this Imbe tree has any fruit on it. This little, it does. It has a second, I noticed this smaller second crop fruit. A lot of it falls off. So I don't count on that. It's already given me a good crop. That's a female tree. Produces tons of, not tons, but it produces fruit. Lots of fruit. Unlike the male trees, which hardly produce any. So I have this fruit farm here, and it's like I keep planting more and more trees. I'm slowly being forced into the fruit. As much as I try to hold people back, I'm slowly getting in the swing of the fruit monger type person, but I still don't like it. Got fresh mulberries. I'd rather just sit and eat fruit and trade fruit for plants. That's what I'd rather do. This is a guava. We've had so much rain. This is Achachairu. That's why we started the farm, was for the Achachairu, the Garcinia humilis. I'm sure we have more than, I don't know. We've got to have more than 500 trees by now because I've been planting all the seeds for our trees, and it's just, I see them everywhere. I step on them sometimes when I'm like doing something. I try to stay off everything. That's why it looks like this. And I have paths that I mow that goes through everything. There's the Achachairu. We've been here about 7 years. Hi, little bunny. I saw a wild cat, like I don't know, it must have been a bobcat in here. That Nachlia latifolia, she's looking good. That's the African peach. That's a fruit tree I've been waiting for fruit on. The wampi, the kumquat, the rose apple, they're all through here. I geek out on tropical fruit trees, and this is seed-grown trees. Seed-grown citrus, looking great. Sweet orange. Where's that wampi at? Oh, it's right over here. Wampi. Right here. It looks good. See it? Kind of hard to see. It's looking quite good, considering I've never watered it. It's seed grown. But I mean, look at how lush everything looks here. Does it really look like this is a spot that you need to water? Florida. Florida's a little late to the game because they're too busy putting lawns and sprinklers in for all these new houses. It's a shame because could have been, or could be, a beautiful spot. There's that cacao that fruits. It's a fruiting cacao. So we're gonna have cacao fruit this year for sure. I grew that from seed from a cacao I fruited. The aroids, they look good. So I have some Criollo cacao here that I started. They're big enough seed from seeds. I buy them from Montoso Garden. They look good. So this is the size I plant them out. Philodendron luxurians, she looks good. This Waroqueanum looks great. They're all out here in full-on rain, and it's the Anthurium regale. It's a new leaf. Here's my spiritus Sancti. She's looking good. This is a new leaf. Yep, stuff's looking good. So here's the Garcinia intermedia that is like, she's got lots of fruit on her. Not quite ready, but you can see. Garcinia intermedia, they seem to produce really well. The Achachairu, I've harvested I've harvested 40 fruit off of it already, and it looks like it has twice that much left. There's little Achachairus that they're everywhere here. It's a sweet orange. Look at how dark, healthy that leaf is. Yeah, this is spiriorum, philodendron spiriorum. She's growing up the tree finally. I could probably do a whole video on aroids because they're really looking good. It's probably time to do one of those, but there's the Achachairu. I would say we have more than 500 Achachairus. See, I'm a reluctant fruit seller, but that's why I do the farm for sale videos. If somebody had the money, because we put a value on it, and if somebody wanted to negotiate, that thought they could do a fruit farm here, have at it. Contact me. But I just I don't see myself doing it big time. And I keep planting more and more trees. I don't know. Maybe it's for the next owner. Maybe I'm planting it for the next generation. That must be what's going on. Lots of encephalitos in here, and they're starting to pop up and do well. And there was one over here. Oh, there it is. It's looking good. I had that great big philodendron Jose Bueno. It's still there, but it snapped off. This is a quaimuk tree, and this quaimuk tree is the longest tree I've had here, that I planted here. I had it before I moved here. This and the fruiting Achachairu tree I had before I moved here, and this I thought had some fruit on it, but I'm trying to look for it. And, oh yeah, I see little fruits up there. It looks like the flower, but it looks like it's fruit. It's been a sparse producer, the seed-grown tree, but it's in a bad location, right in front of the front door, and then right here. Look at all these mushrooms. Those are all edible, of course, supposedly. I don't know. I'm not a mushroom expert. Tropical fruit trees. There's a piece of fruit that fell off, flower. So it's trying. Plumerias, stunning, very, very beautiful here, and it's just so much fruit. I mean, I've been eating like 10 mangoes a day. So I'm gonna go in here and look at this Achachairu fruit on the tree, and then go look at that last Quaimuk tree. I gotta get this passion fruit vine off this everything. Where's the Achachairu fruit? There's a lot of it in here still. You can see it better now that it's, but I see a whole bunch of green ones over here. And then I see that they're up top too. So I'm gonna try to pick one of these without knocking it off. Where's my hand? There you go. When they start getting ripe, they like come right off. And some of them have these spots, but it doesn't go through. It doesn't go through into the flesh. Not sure what that is. Okay, so now I'm gonna get out of here. And I'm going to try to eat it while I'm on film. Or while I'm filming. Perfect. Look at that. See this? The stuff didn't go through that thing. Didn't go into the fruit. And the fruit is, you don't want to damage it because it's a texture thing with the fruit. This is going to be this fruit will be a major crop here in the U.S. Guaranteed. In Florida, anyway. It grows too easy and it produces so much fruit. And fruit's really good. And it's big enough, even though it's got some big seeds in it, it's big enough where it's... So these are the lemon drop mangosteens. These are the Achachairus. I pick them when they're yellow. They taste sweet when they're yellow. Just they have to be a little, goldish yellow. These are passion fruit. And look at the Achachairu tree. I mean, not the Achachairu, the Quaimuk. Sorry, I was like thinking of eating this. Lemon drop mangosteen. It's tart. It doesn't have the good texture. Achachairus just have this amazing texture that is just so good. So we got a lot of peach cobbler mangoes still. And I was looking at this Quaimuk tree the other day, looking for fruit on it because I didn't see any fruit on this side of it, which I felt was odd. But I see big fruit over here on this side. Good sized fruit, which I hadn't seen before. So just because I don't see any fruit, I see a fruit when I look in here this way. She's been kind of stingy with the fruit, but that grafted tree from Excalibur has been pretty good. So these mangoes have already produced another flushing. I've been putting manure by them now. The swamp is completely full. The sapodillas are getting thick. These are Tickle sapodillas. I love Tickle sapodillas. Gotta get this vine off here because I don't love that. There. And the Ras Sapotes, this tree hasn't fruited it. This whole section got burnt back 2 years ago from the freeze. So it reduced its size by half. And it still hasn't flowered again. And it used to produce fruit every year. This was a smaller one. This one never got affected by the freeze. Sugar apples. This is the Imbe Vera. I would think that this, with all those flowers, that I will get some fruit, right? This is a producing jackfruit tree. This is a diamond mango. I haven't tasted the diamonds yet. I picked them off this tree because the creatures discovered that tree. And I wanted to get it. This is a Venus tree, and this fruit is so good. Ah. Just ate a fruit off there. It's divine. It's another sapodilla. Sapodillas are gonna do very good this year. It's Katuk, of course. Imagine having 10 acres of this. Continuous, non-stop, rare fruit. Finally producing a lot. Food forest. I love these plums so much. I make sure and harvest them every day. They're too good to pass up. That one was kind of damaged. These are wax jambu. I had a couple of fruit on there. I don't care for the wax jambu fruit. They've been really like minuscule producers since the freeze, but next year probably they'll be back with the program and give us tons of fruit. This Imbe tree, this is a tree that just keeps on giving and giving and giving and giving. And it's still got fruit on it. $1,200 worth of fruit on this, and I lowered the price this year to $4 a piece. I think I was the biggest buyer of those. Actually, I know I was. So we planted or I planted hundreds of seeds of that this year. So white sapotes. They're looking good. I've realized they like, they're soft woody trees. They like big piles of inputs. So fertilizers. These are lychee trees, of course. This is a jackfruit tree. Here's a cashew tree. I love the cashew juice. If you've never had it, it's worth pursuing. And this tree just keeps on giving and giving and giving and giving and doesn't stop. Every day there's more fruit. Ah, that one fell. The creatures get it, but they don't get all of it. And then I can leave the fruit here and plant the seed. So I had some Miko lemons over here, but those birds attacked them, sharpening their beaks on them and ruining the fruit. But I guess they like they didn't attack all my fruit this year, so I have to cut them some slack. They got some. They got that tree, that's for sure. But that's okay. If Eventually we'll have so many citrus fruits that there'll be too much fruit for everyone to damage. Just gonna look at the mangoes real quick right here, just so to show you what we got going on here. Planted a bunch of cashews through here, but we have some diamond mangoes that there's quite a few of them. Some people don't like them. I like them. And I had some cotton candy mangoes over here, but we have mostly the cotton candies are in the back because I picked those. There's still some here. We have a lot of sweet tarts. Lots of sweet tarts. They don't go to waste, but when they're gone, they're going to be gone. There's quite a few in here. That one just fell off in my hand, so there's cotton candies. Here's a buttercream. I love buttercream mangoes. Cotton candy, I had a delicious cotton candy mango. I like them all. If I grow it, I like it. I'm not a big fan of cogshell. I'm not a big fan of Lancettia, and I'm not a big, I only have one tree of Lancettia. I have 5 cogshell. And Valencia Prida I'm okay with. That's a sweet tart, of course. I saw we have lots of Adamoyas going on this year, fruit. I'm just gonna pick this fruit. Here's the sweet tarts. This is my life. What a problem, huh? I can't really complain. Did I drop that or that Imbe seed? I certainly did. Anyway, that's the update. We have some fruit for sale. Probably some Achachairu seeds. Mangoes are $8 a pound. Anyway, this is Eric at Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and this is Florida Natural Farming. I hope you have a beautiful day.